Hey, Jesse Brisendine here. The other day I was walking down the street and the World Series was going on. And this year, 2017, when this video is being recorded, the Los Angeles Dodgers were playing, I think, the Houston Astros. And I live in Southern California, so there's a lot of Dodger fans in this area. And as I was walking down the street, I could tell when the Dodgers had done well, and I could tell when the Dodgers had done bad, just by listening to the fan reactions emerging from the restaurants and the bars adorning the street. When the Dodgers would do well, you'd hear these emphatic, yeah, woo-hoo-hoo. And when they did bad, you'd hear this, oh, 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 oh. And what I thought was so fascinating as I walked up and down the street was how fascinating it was that people were having such a profound outward expression of emotion for people that they may not know, and for a game that they may not play, or it may have been a long time since they've played. Yet my curiosity got the best of me, and I began to ponder, and I want to share this question with you, and perhaps you can answer. My pondering led me to this point. I wondered, how many of those people who cheer so emphatically, who mourn so loudly, how many of those people have that same level of expression, that same level of passion, right? Isn't that what we call sports fans? When they're loud, when they're agitated, when they're into it, they're passionate about their team, they're passionate about the play, they're passionate about the players, right? Because we all want to be part of a winner. And when they win, we win. Wow, we played really well last night. We hit the ball so well. But when they lose, they lost. Boy, they stunk it up last night, and we want to distance ourselves from them. We take our hats off and hide them in our pants pocket. We don't want anybody to know who we were rooting for that day. So my curiosity is how many of those people who are that passionate about their team, that passionate about the game they may not play, that passionate about the people they may not know, how many of those people share the same, equal, or even greater level of passion for someone in their life? How many of those people share that same level of passion for their loved ones, for their spouse, their significant others, their partners? How many of those people share that same level of passion or greater for their children? How many of those people wake up every morning when the alarm clock goes off, beep, 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 yes, it's time to get out of bed. Yes, I get to live a new day. And they cheer for the day and the opportunity to live it the same way that they cheer for when their team does well. How many of those people cheer when they get in the car to drive to work? How many of those people cheer when they get to come home and they have a house with a roof over their head? How many of those people cheer when they open the refrigerator and say, yes, I have food to put in my stomach. I'm so happy I will not go hungry today. How many? Do you? Oftentimes we will misplace our passion, and we relegate it to things that happen once a year, special occasions, or in the case of the Dodgers in the World Series, I was told this is the first time they've been in the World Series for nearly 30 years. If you're going to wait 30 years to be that passionate about something, you're missing out on a hell of a lot of good stuff in life. Because passion is not something held off for special occasions or 30-year occurrences. Passion is something that comes from an in here and in here. And the same as you can yip and yaw and hoot and holler for your team, you can do that for your family. You can do that for your team at home. You can do that for your friends. You can do it when the alarm clock goes off in the morning, beep, 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 and it may not wake up at not so sexy 30, but heck, at least you woke up. Because every single day there are hundreds of thousands of people who don't, who probably wish more than anything they could have. And if it meant that they would have one more day, if they were just a little bit more passionate about life, I bet they could dig deep and find it within them. And I'm betting that you can too. You see, each and every day there is a plethora of things in your life that you can be passionate about, you can be excited about. You can get excited about opening your refrigerator and seeing food in there. And if you think you can't, we've all seen those commercials with the starving kids before. You tell me that they wouldn't be excited to come home with a refrigerator full of food? You have a family to come home to. You have a house that's filled. If you've ever done that before, which most of us have, come home to a home that isn't silent and empty, perhaps you might appreciate at a deeper level how great you have it and be passionate about that. The fact that you maybe have a car to get from point A to point B, when all over the world millions of people do not. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions don't. A car that can make your life much easier and affords you the luxury of being able to get from where you are to where you want to go in an efficient time. Except if you live in Southern California and you have to commute on the freeways. But you get my point. If you're a passionate sports fan, I applaud you. I'm stoked you have something to be passionate about. If you're not a passionate sports fan, but you know a passionate sports fan, you know what I'm talking about. And if you are a passionate sports fan, you know already you have that passion, that fire inside of you. And my challenge to you all with all the love in my heart is this: get passionate about your life. Get passionate about your family, your friends, your job, your career, the roof over your head, the food in your belly, and the emotion in your heart. Because that kind of passion, you don't have to wait every 30 years for it. You can have it at any moment you want. Because again, it comes from in here and here. You are the creator of your life experience. You decide what level of passion you're going to experience today. Don't rely on the home runs or the stolen bases or the game winners or the championship runs. Decide to be passionate right now, because it's an amazing world out there and you got an awesome opportunity to live one hell of a life.